Welcome to the Dr. Greg Show, November 26, 2025. What a time to be alive. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. We have tons of news. We had our MAVA organization meeting today. We had our admin working, guys. We have 4 people now. 4 people working and volunteering for MAVA. It is incredible. It's happening. It's actually happening, guys. We have people that are doing marketing. We have people that are doing website design. We got people that are doing the back end for the shopping, the merch shop, the calendar, everything. It's crazy. It's all coming alive. It's incredible. If you want to be involved, and start volunteering for MAVA. MAVA is now a 501c4. We're applying, or it's going through California's state right now through the business office, and we are getting it approved. And we are a 501c4, guys. So if you want to spend and see how you could fit, all right, we have a volunteer form now. So it's going to be on the Discord. That's what the first step. The first step is going to be joining the Discord. Second step is going to be filling out the pin. I'm going to say the URL is going to be in the Discord because that's where we do the organization, guys. That's where we organize MAVA, is through the Catalyst Network Discord. So if you are not in my Discord, you can go to discord.drgregshow.com, or you can go to drgregshow.com, and that's where my link tree is, and you can get the invite link there. So if you are interested in volunteering for Make America Vaccinated Again, and you just want to volunteer some time, put the form in. We are asking you, what do you need? What skills do you have? What would you like to volunteer? And whether or not it's going to be calling congressmen, calling people, check that out. Or you could be, figuring out a lot of different ways. But we are going to be doing a mass canvassing event. We are going to be contacting every single elected politician in the United States, every state and national person that's running for office, and make them sign a pledge. So we need a lot of volunteers, guys. We're going to need a lot of ground workers that are emailing these people, making sure that they do their pledges. And that's it. All right? So please join the Discord, drgregshow.com, or go to discord.drgregshow.com. Sign in there. And then the volunteer for MAGA thing will be in the general section. So join the Discord. Tell us what skills you have to volunteer, and we can help get you guys in. We're just starting, guys. It's only a week old. The organization is brand new, so it's not like you are still on the ground floor. Everyone is needed at this point, and we need as many people as possible. This is an actual, true grassroots. We're not even the roots yet. We are seeds. We are ground seeds, a seedling. Fledgling seedling, desperately looking for water roots. We haven't established roots yet. We are trying to. We are sprouts. Yes, we are sprouted seeds looking for a home. And guys, just imagine what we're going up against, right? We are going up against the entire Maha army. Just us. There's no Democratic, Republican Party that is helping us. There's no ground game that we are tapping into. We are the ground game. We are the people that we have been waiting for, right? This is the thing. This is how things actually change. This is actually what democracy is. When people get involved, when people start pushing back, when they get sick and tired of what's going on in politics, and they start getting involved. And that's what we're doing. That's what I did when I started MAVA. And that's what you're doing now in order to get involved. So please, if you're interested in volunteering, Discord, drgregshow.com. Figure it out. All right, guys. Next up, I wanted to do, if you are not aware, if you are not aware, please check out the Mavva Action Center, guys. That's what this is. Action.drgregshow.com. That's what these political actions are. 731 things. We have emailed, we have called 731 times to stop these awful MAHA bills. And we have helped stop a lot of them, right? And we will continue fighting and continue pushing them down. Just because they failed and the majority of them failed doesn't mean that we let up. It means that we double down. So we're going to go to, let me show you what it is. If you go to action.drgregshow.com, you get on the left-hand side here, you get your state-by-state thing, and you get who it is. What is the state of the affairs in your state of choice? Missouri. So we are key swing voters. These are targeting Republican physicians who are swayed by medical evidence in the committee leadership to block the bills from receiving the hearing when they return. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to do one of those right now. Okay, we are calling Patterson. Let's call Patterson. Let's do it right now. We're going to do it right now. All right, here we go. Let me show you how it's done, guys. 1. 751 0907. Dr. Patterson. Hey, Corey. Here we go, guys. We're calling Dr. Patterson.
Speaker Jonathan Patterson's office. We are unable to take your call right now, but please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day. You may start your message now.
Hello, my name is Dr. Greg, and I'm calling as an advocate for the pro-science organization Make America Vaccinated Again. I'm calling about Representative Patterson to express concern regarding the anti-science raw milk bills 864 and HB 849. While I do not live in Missouri, we monitor legislation that threatens national public health standards. Deregulating unpasteurized milk sets a dangerous precedent and ignores settled medical science. We are seeing a trend of anti-health bills spreading across state lines, and we are looking to Missouri's leadership to stop this contagion. We urge the representative to support established medical consensus and oppose any attempts to bring these dangerous bills back in 2026. Thank you. That's how it's done. Boom. What's up? Boom. Look at that. See? Look at that. We did it. Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That's at 7. That's another political action, guys. That's 7:32 right there. That's how it's done. In 3, 2, 1. All right. Oh, I accidentally hit the wrong one. I accidentally hit the fail button. That's funny. Okay. All right. That was pretty funny. Remix. Oh, that was pretty funny. Well, guys, that's how easy it is, okay? We got the templates, right? We got the out-of-state templates, we got the in-state templates. You can just do that and you can make a difference. Push these guys, man. Push these guys. They should know our name. Okay. So that's it. Guys, get involved with MAVA if you want. Join the Discord. Look at the volunteer for MAVA form, okay? 2, go to action.drgregshow.com. Figure that, check it out, all right? check it out. DJ Dr. G. Yeah, you know it. Okay. All right, guys. And this is the form for volunteering for MAVA. We're looking for website design, e-commerce, CRM, CMS, copywriting, graphic design, marketing, photography, anything like that. Okay? So anything that you can or if you don't, just put it up there. Just contact us and we appreciate you. Thank you for trying to be a part of this. Thank you for volunteering in any capacity. That's what it's going to take in order for us to take down big virus, okay? Where they're trying to make people diseased again. That's not what we want. It's not what we want. Okay. Well, I wanted to go to see some science news real quick. Wanted to check. Let's see. Accelerating science with AI. Huh. A global screen for magnetically induced neuronal activity in the pigeon brain. Oh, that must have been the one that sensed the pigeon's sense of direction. That's cool. Wow. Love practically makes these birds go blind. Wow. Unusually obstructive plumage compromises the visions of 2 types of pheasants. A first in birds. Wow. Here we go. That's interesting. Let's read. Hey, Weasel. Like many male birds, golden and lady amarist pheasants go to great visual lengths to woo a female. It's usually because in birds, when the gamete for like fertilization, right? The egg is so much more expensive metabolically than the sperm. It means that female birds are more stringent, right? Plumage. It's pronounced plumage. Plumage. Okay, plumage. Okay, thank you. Plumage. Thank you. And the idea is that when there's enough nutrients and they don't have to worry about that at all, birds actually look very similar to one another. But the idea is that as resources become more sparse, it's harder to get those resources in order to make the gametes. Therefore, the stress to make the egg is even more. Therefore, boom. That's when you get these crazy dimorphic differences, right? I don't know, Sean V. Let's see what it's talking about. It's I think so. Love practically makes these birds go blind. So I think it's specifically, probably, yeah. All right. Instead of the vibrant tails of peacocks or the bright orange crests of Andean cock of the rocks, the pheasants sport feathers that create a toupee on their head and a cape that wraps around their necks. These are some serious whackage plumage ornaments, says Ann Peters, a behavioral ecologist at Monash University. But although the unusual embellishments can make some pheasants woo the ladies, the toupees also rendered the birds partially blind, researchers report today in Biology Letters. It's a noteworthy find, the first time such ornamentation has been found to compromise the vision of a bird, says Peters, who is not involved in the work. The handicap likely makes these males more vulnerable to predation, especially when they are foraging while looking down, the researchers say. Oh, that makes sense. To figure out just how much of a handicap the toupees created, Steve Portugal, a biologist at the University of Oxford, and colleagues gave the pheasants an eye exam. The scientists took 7 birds in full sexual plumage from private collections and placed them in a soft cradle. Then they used a ophthalmoscope, the kind that you'd see in a doctor's office, to shine a light into the animal's eye. The team was looking for a flashback. The eye shine we see in our headlights illuminate an animal at night. The scientists quantified three components of the animal's visuals: the monocular region, where one eye can see, the binocular region, where both eyes can see, and the blind region, where no eyes can see. So then the male pheasants on the left have much more restricted binocular vision than the females. Oh, that's a big difference, you guys. Wow, that's a big blind spot. Basically not even seeing one of those shrubs that's in front of. That's crazy. That's a lot. The toupee of love feathers of male golden, and lady Amherst pheasants compromised their binocular vision, especially their ability to look above them, by an average of 41% more. Wow. Than their female counterparts. For us, it would be like sitting in the front of a theater and trying to look up while wearing a baseball cap. When the birds molt in September and October, their vision improves because of the shedding of the cranial ornaments. Ah, that's nice. In addition to being the first known case of sex-based vision difference in birds, the team says, the find presents the first known case of a bird's visual field changing as the year progresses. Interesting. That's interesting that it's so different, and then also it's interesting that it's the first time that plumage would impact the eyesight. You'd think that that'd be more. I mean, that wouldn't be that big of a thing. It really is an important observation, says Scott Edwards, an evolutionary biologist at Harvard University who wasn't involved in the study. Still, he says, because the research was carried out in private bird collections, it's not clear how the ornamentation impacts the birds foraging in the wild. That's what I was going to say too. Like, were these wild caught? Were they pets? Like, how do we know what's going on? But I think recording all this sort of the natural history stuff is very important. Oh, okay. So it's private birds. It's not living. It's not living. No way, Rapture, really? Oh, Rapture, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You're incredible. Thank you so much, Rapture. Thank you. That really does make it. Thank you. That means a lot to me. I'll put you on right now. Um, Thank you, Rapture. Um, that's interesting to me that they it's interesting to me that it's the first one. Cool. Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you, MB. Thank you, guys. Thank you, MB. Thank you. All right. Cool, guys. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, Rapture. Thank you, guys. All right. John's. Oh, John. Um. Okay, I'm just gonna leave. Okay, well that was the end. That was that. So, I guess we have a natural break here. Okay. John, what's up, dude? You make quite the rounds.
Hey, Dr. Greg, how you doing, man?
Good, man. I see you everywhere. You're up. You're doing panels everywhere.
Yeah, man. This is all my personal opinion. I'm on a mission. I'm on a quest.
Uh-huh. Okay. What do you hope to change? What is the metric that you want to change like the most?
I'm just trying to intellectually counter the deranged mind of the left. And I actually think you're a good dude, man. I don't. You're not a. I don't think you're a bad guy. I like debating you because you have a very high IQ.
Thanks, man. I don't feel so, but I thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Do you ever get tested?
No, no. I genuinely, dude, I'm actually not that bright. I have like I just have a lot of grit and like determination. Like it took me 3 years to get into grad school and like 32 failed applications, and I just kept trying, kept grinding, and that's the thing is that I get really, if I get my mind set on something, like it's gonna happen, and it doesn't matter how many times I fail. I'm just gonna keep going. So, um, so yeah, I appreciate your grit and your tenacity too.
Did you ever take like an SAT or an ACT?
No, I mean, well, back in the day, like when I was in high school, but that there was
Yeah.
like a different, it was like a different test or something. You know, it's a weird. I forget. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do well in standardized tests usually, so that's I would when I did my GRE, which is like the the standardized for grad school, I was like, I mean, I didn't study that hard, but I was getting like 70th percentile, so it wasn't like I'm not super bright.
No, dude, if you have a PhD in biology, you're intelligent, right?
I again, man, I think it's just trying to not give up and persist, like the persistence and grit and determination and that kind of stuff. So I think that that's like that's what I have maybe, you know, and I may or more or I'm just stubborn. I'm just stubborn as hell, and it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? So it matters the context. I feel like I'm just really stubborn. That's how I feel, but hey, that's just me.
No, I mean I've talked to you. You seem like you have a high IQ. I don't know.
What do you what's on your mind today? It is
Oh, dude,
Kathleen. What's up?
I was you do you do jujitsu, don't you?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you ever? I never really was able to hit arm bars. Do you hit arm bars sometimes?
Man, it's no. I want to though. I want to
Me neither.
because it's such a good attack. I sometimes on in half guard on the bottom, I can like transition to a choi bar, and so I can like roll on my shoulder and sometimes grab the arm, and it's kind of like a modified arm bar if they roll into it. But it's not my attack of choice. Usually I'm going for the legs or the back.
Man, when I was in guard, I would usually hit a Kimura.
Okay,
That's what I. Yeah. Sometimes a triangle.
nice. Yeah,
You
Kimura
ever hit the?
traps are strong. Basically, it's using the exploiting the shoulder,
Yeah.
trying to get that going, and then um, that is a really good way to take advantage of someone's lack of mobility, right, on their shoulder, and then a triangle uses your legs in order to trap between their legs, and basically the carotid with the two legs here, it forms a triangle like this, and then you put them both in there, and you get out like a light. Hey, Marissa, triangle is super used, used a lot because you can usually create some type of like, triangle around the two carotids.
Yeah. Well, the rear naked choke is 101. Do you ever hit that?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
The rear naked choke is the one that you see in the UFC a lot. That's like the one that you get like here, and then they swim the in the back there, and it's just see how your these two, your arm right there is lining up right with the carotids, and then that's how you go to bed so quickly and easily with it.
Well, from side guard, I would sometimes hit an Americana too, right?
Yeah, Americana again. Yeah, that's a good one. It's like it's using again the structure of the arm, and yeah, it's really interesting, dude. It's really interesting.
Yeah, man. Martial arts was good for me. It just gave me so much confidence, you know.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever do like stand up too, or are you more just grappling?
Oh yeah, I only stand up. Yeah, I only start from the standing, and I don't pull guard. I don't know. It's again, too pulling guard is when you are trying to basically start jujitsu a little quicker. So you'll actually have the person sit down and be like, okay, well, technically, if I'm doing jujitsu, the jujitsu makes the argument that you're actually as strong, if not stronger, on the ground than you are standing. So what happens is, someone would sit down more quickly so that they can get to jujitsu quicker. But the other people are kind of like trying to do like a wrestling takedown or a judo takedown. And that's kind of like my game where I like to, my guard isn't good enough to really give someone my guard. And your guard is specifically your feet. So you're using your feet and your shoulders, your feet and your knees as kind of like a shield, and you're trying to keep space. You're just trying to keep someone away and play guard that way.
Yeah, like my man, like shrimping, right? That's a thing,
Hmm.
right? Like
Yeah,
shrimping.
shimping
Yeah.
is a way to have your hips escape and then try to get your frames back. This is we're talking about jujitsu, and Andrea. Yeah.
Do you ever are you familiar with like pressure points?
Not no, not really. I mean,
Yeah, that's ninjutsu. Yeah,
oh,
that
ninjutsu. Okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah yeah. Well, there's it's nerve clusters, right? So there's all kinds of very vulnerable places on the body. If you just put like pressure, digital pressure, or if you hit the nerve,
Uh huh.
it really yeah.
Hmm. Interesting,
It
man.
yeah. No, but dude, man, martial arts like I got into it about 17 years ago, and it was just so good, man. It gave me so much confidence.
Andrea, thank you for that, Andy. Yeah, dude, I love martial arts too. The discipline and the structure, and the camaraderie, and the people. And like in my 30s, it was really hard. It's hard to meet people, and I feel like jujitsu has kind of given me that opportunity to meet a lot of different types of people, and I really appreciate that. Just it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of like very intellectual people that are doing jujitsu. It's known
Yeah,
as the nerd martial art. People are like kind of like little because it's all about the smaller, weaker opponent using their smarts in order to take out the bigger, stronger opponent. So it's really fun, really fun.
yeah. Like I wrestled when I was in middle school and high
Uh-huh.
school a bit, and I had to fuck it. Like I had to like readjust wrestling for jujitsu because like I would just be couldn't I would be put in a guillotine,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like so.
I'm
Yeah,
all
so
the
I had
time, dude. When I'm going for the single legs or the doubles, I constantly get guillotined. It's really bad.
yeah, that's why I realized I had to keep my head up. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, okay. So I guess we could yeah, we could shift off from martial arts to politics.
It's okay, dude. Whatever you want. Can you get a little closer to your phone? You
Yeah,
seem a
can you hear
little.
me?
Yeah, you seem a little further than normal.
No, here. Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it, man. So what's on your mind?
Well, I support President Trump and I know you don't.
Yeah, yeah. What do you think about what's happening today in like the National Guard in D.C.?
So, like two National Guardsmen got pew pewed. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did they find the person who did it?
I think so. They have a suspect in custody. Yeah.
Is there any motive, or is it just?
I mean, I don't know, man. I have no idea. It could just be someone that's like unwell in the head. I have no idea.
It might just be this environment we're in, right? I mean, it's just.
I know. Yeah, but don't you think that like Trump is stoking this and creating this friction that is like causing this to happen? Because like I've been going into a lot of MAGA places, John. I'll tell you, dude. No MAGA bubble is safe from me right now, and I have been going on every single MAGA panel that will have me. Most don't. Most don't, by the way. They don't let the scientists on, but the places that do, they can't, bro. It's like it's crazy to me, the fetishization of using firearms in self-defense in right-wing spaces. They can't wait for someone to come in and give you the business side of my 22. You know what I mean? They say that all the time. And then that's their Second Amendment remedy is that, right? Against, a home invader or something like that. When like the Second Amendment, is kind of like about overbearing government, federal government, that can't come through and regulate your firearms. So it's more about like a tyrannical federal government. And then here you have like a tyrannical federal government coming through. And like, I don't see any Second Amendment advocate talking about how like firearms are supposed to be there in order to try to stop these ICE agents from going through and kind of like intimidate them and make them feel unwell of like going knocking door to door. Because if a Democratic president was doing that in like Tennessee or Virginia or something like that, they would be up in arms, and the Republicans would be saying, "Hey, like you don't come into my place, or guess what? You're going to get the business side of my 22." And yet they just allow and kind of like expect Democrat cities to just listen subserviently to the federal government, the tyrannical federal government. So it seems to me, dude, like the left feels like the Second Amendment sees the Second Amendment for like a tyrannical government overreach, and the Second Amendment is seen by Republicans as kind of like a citizen on citizen uh, remedy. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it's just back in what about 1965, George Wallace said colleges in Alabama will not be integrated, right? But the federal government under JFK, no, I'm sorry, LBJ, not JFK. LBJ said no, federal government overrides. Federal government is the ultimate authority, right?
It wasn't. I mean, there was no individual right to bear arms until 2008 in Heller, the SCOTUS decision. Heller 2008 completely changed how the Second Amendment was seen. So that's when it actually did change.
Well, I think that what we're seeing now is that, and look, I'm not talking about you. You're rational. We've talked a number of times, but
Mhm.
essentially on the left believes it is something of a French Revolution, 1789 Jacobin ideology or 1917
Mhm.
Bolshevik ideology that the left feels that the right is tyrannical and they are justified in using violence against the right. Am I wrong on that?
I think that the right wants subservience and knee bending to their leader, and that's it. That's all they care about. They don't really understand or care about the Second Amendment and like the actual impetus of it. It's just more of a you better listen to our dear leader, and if you go against what he says, then there is no laws on how poorly we can treat you. And that's what's scary to me is that it's like this excitement to like use violence against other citizens when in reality, man, it's like I don't see any Democrat that's actually calling for any type of violence against any person, any Republican voter. It's more of just like the left and the Democrats saying, hey, like this structure of like you using the federal government and the overbearing nature of you running tanks through the cities and putting pressure on us and lighting this powder keg of our cities and constantly pushing us down and constantly taking our rights away and constantly pushing citizens into um, you know they are holding people and citizens they're completely naturalized, they're completely legal, but they're taking them away, and they're holding them for 2 or 3 days, and then they're releasing them after it's not been shown that they did anything. So it's like ICE is like messing with people, dude. ICE is messing with citizens. It's not just like illegal immigrants. I think that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, I think I told you before. Man, just people who are in the parking lot of Home Depot who are doing roofing or
Yeah.
landscaping. I don't have a problem with them.
I know
That's
that's
fine.
that's why I'm so scared. I don't understand, John. I don't understand why you support the Republican Party. We've had a couple of times where you like even agree with like public health. You agree that like this is a little bit too far by the Trump administration, and it comes back to like I don't understand why you're a Republican. And because it always comes down, you think that the left is mentally unwell. That's what they like a common theme.
I think that C-19 and the quasi open border and the glamorization of homosexuality, which I believe in tolerance, and also the left allowing rioting. I just think, look, I voted for John Kerry 20 years ago. I
Hmm.
just think that the left has been brainwashed by postmodernism in the Frankfurt School. That's what I believe.
I don't think that anyone is talking about dialectical materialism on the left. Like I don't think that there's anyone whose politics is formed by the Frankfurt School. Legitimately. I don't think so. Hey Almighty, I don't think so, man. I think that people are glamorizing freedom and liberty on the left. That's what we're like, the liberty to live your life without having the federal government come between you and who the person you love. Like that's wild to me. Like we have enough people, we have enough couples, we have to be happy, like partners, and it happens. I mean, you understand that like homosexuality happens in nature, right? We haven't like
Yeah.
invented it.
Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Okay, yeah, so exactly, dude. So it's like you think that humans are animals, right? Like we are from nature.
Yes, I believe in evolution.
Okay, so then, dude, there you go. Like, I don't understand. Like, that, like, their entire lives, like a lot, like giraffes will like live in like groups of just dudes, like their entire lives. They won't even know what like a female giraffe is, and they're constantly doing the thing. I mean, like seriously, dude. Like
All right.
like black rhinos, like for example, like in order to up their testosterone rates, they're constantly going at each other, the dudes, and like, dude, it happens all the time. Clownfish, the largest clownfish of any anemone will become a woman, will become the mama clownfish to that anemone until that she dies, and then the largest male will become the female and be the mama for that anemone. Like the left isn't inventing this stuff, dude. It's within our biology. It's within who we are as humans. Like this diaspora of how humans are created and how they live their lives, that we are finding that these people exist and they are out there, and that's what makes the human experience beautiful.
I just think that that there has been an exponential increase of Gen Zers
Hmm.
who are identified as gay or trans because it's been glamorized. Am I wrong on that?
Is that a bad thing though? Like there's been an exponential rise in left-handed people in the last 100 years. Because like 200 years ago, it was illegal to be left-handed. You weren't allowed to write with your left hand, dude. If you were made to write with your right hand, or your left hand was broken. So guess what? Was there any left-handed people that existed 200 years ago? No. There was zero left-handed people.
Do
So
you think? Go ahead.
And so my point is like as we accepted left-handed people into society, we found out that wow, there's like 15% of them. It's not just like Wow, I mean, imagine that, dude. Imagine the first like generation that was allowing left-handed people to exist. You know, you'd be making the same argument, like how disgusting is it that people make left-handed, you know, how they abolish and they sully our beautiful Bibles and with their left hand, you know, writing, and how disgusting it is. You know, they're sullying our culture, all that kind of stuff. And guess what, dude? We find out that not only left-handed people exist, but like ambidextrous people exist. People can be left and right-handed. Like we wouldn't have known that. We wouldn't have known that ambidextrous people existed because they would have just been right-handed before. Do you know what I mean? So now we understand that like, wow, left and right-handed, wow, there is like a way that people exist in the world that's a lot more diverse than what we understood.
Do you think that if a person becomes homosexual or trans, is it all genetic? Is that what you think?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of it is
All
saying. Yeah.
no environment, no culture?
I mean, I'm sure that you could like have like some type of like environmental like thing where you had maybe some um issue that you were questioning, and that's that sort of thing, and that's awesome, dude. Let them question. They're not gonna go over and like transition, you know, because of just on a whim, man. That's a huge point of their life that that one, it's not an end goal. Like being trans, like you don't just transition and that's it. You know, that's not how it works, man. It's a lifelong journey of figuring out who you are and trying to become more that person as you age. And honestly, I actually kind of feel that myself, man. I always feel myself trying to change who I am. I'm a completely different person than I was when I was 25. Completely different,
Yeah.
you know, and I think
Yeah.
that's a good thing. I think that's a really good thing. So in the fact of like someone figuring out who they are and figuring out how they're living their life, if they want to shed this gender construct and try to, you know, live outside of that, and maybe that is what's in their mind holding them back, then hell yeah, go for it, dude. Who cares? They're not hurting anyone. That, I mean, this is what true freedom and liberty is, man. Hey Omar, thank you,
I, ju-
Marissa. You're awesome.
I guess I just think that I've talked to enough of you all on the left
Uh-huh.
to understand that you think that like gender is more neurobiology and how people want to live socially. I
Hmm.
I just look more at anatomy.
Okay. I mean, dude, like in a prostate exam, obviously there's going to be some like physical differences. You know what I mean? Like that is totally fine. But the point is when people say trans women are women is because when you look at a woman, you are attracted to, I'm assuming that you're attracted to women, but
Yeah.
you're attracted to their features, okay? You are not attracted to their chromosomes necessarily. You don't take a DNA swab and then run, you know, the PCRs or the, you know, the DNA tests in order to make sure that their chromosomes are what they are. And so their features, those features could be on someone that is a trans woman or someone that was born with XXY chromosomes and doesn't even know. They don't even know that they might be XXY until they actually have try to have a kid or try to do some like DNA swab or something like that, and then find out like, oh my gosh, my chromosomes are completely different than what I had thought. So this happens a lot, a lot, dude. So like even John, like in your life, dude, in your life, you have seen in someone that was a woman in your mind and was attracted to them and they had XY chromosomes. I guarantee you, in your life, that has happened what more than one time. I guarantee you.
There are very rare exceptions of intersex, but when you and I were born,
Hmm.
the doctor just said it's a boy.
Yeah, yeah. It's
That's
called
the
assigned
standard.
male at birth, MAAB. Assigned female at birth. Yeah.
Yes, but so I'm just saying that's the norm. There
Yeah.
are rare exceptions, probably about 1 in 10,000. I just think that because the left is believe what they do now, it's about 1 in 50, right?
No. See, this is. I'm glad we're having this conversation, John. This is one of the huge misnomers that happens in right-wing circles, and they kind of like get this idea, especially since the disinformation was pushed so hard about this issue in 2024 in the election. There was a poll that went out where Republicans, 20% of Republicans thought that like 20% of the population was trans. It's like, dude, it's not even close. It's like less than 1%, dude. We're talking like such a small amount. But the problem is that you guys get so wrapped up in this and you share it so fervently that you just get wrapped up in it, dude. You just get like, imagine if all I did was share between my friends all the people that lost their lives because of AR-15. An AR-15. Like I would be every day. I would be looking at thousands of stories. You know what I mean? That's all I would care about, because that's all I would be looking at all day. And the thing is that your news feeds, your algorithms are all filled with Kamala Harris saying that we should pay for sex change for people in prisoners and stuff like that. When she said that like 10 years ago, one time, didn't mention trans people at all. Honestly, maybe even to the detriment. I think that she probably should have advocated for trans people more, to be honest with you. But I think that it's just so overblown, bro.
I just think that, like I said, I believe in tolerance. I just think that people should try to be straight
Why?
and keep their assigned gender, but if they can't, it's okay.
Why should people try to be straight?
Because it's the norm.
Wait, what's normal
That's
though?
where,
John, John, I like you, bro,
you
but I'm
know,
just saying that a lot of people would not call you normal. Is it? But you know what I mean? Like why? Like and I would defend you against them because I like John. I like you as you, bro. I don't want normal John, right? I want you. I want you to be, you to be out there and expressing yourself through ninjutsu. I want you to be out there expressing who you are and not being like, I want normal John that is out there spending his Friday nights going and going on dates, and instead of spending his time with ninjutsu, get a good hobby like woodworking and stuff like that. It's like, dude, what? That's a normal John, dude, but I want you.
I think that, look, I get a lot of my worldview from the 1980s movies, right? Like Scarface is one of my favorite movies, right?
Okay.
And what does Tony Montana say, right? In the opening scene, he says, some guy's talking to him, and he says, what about homosexuality? Huh,
Uh-huh.
Tony? You like men? You like to dress up as a woman? And
Yeah.
Tony's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? You kidding me or what, man? Like just men should be with women.
Bro, I mean, the whole point of that movie was that he was literally insane from the amount of cocaine that he did, and he went manic.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point of that movie, right? I mean, that's not really the person that you should be philosophizing as like the epitome of masculinity, bro. The whole point of Scarface is how brittle and insecure he was, and the fact that he broke so easily on this and created this entire tidal wave of awful things because of his own insecurities.
Have you ever seen the movie Easy Money with
No.
Rodney Dangerfield?
No.
Okay, so
I get no respect around here. I get no respect. No respect around here. I know who he is.
Yeah. Yeah, and his daughter in that movie, it's it's on her wedding night, and she's kind of nervous because she was a virgin, and she's talking to her husband Julio, and she's like, "Please, Julio, I've never been with a man before," and Julio's like, "Neither have I."
Okay.
Right? Like just generally speaking, men should be with women. That's the norm, isn't it?
Dude, okay, all right. 2 people you can choose to be with. One person that is tormented, doesn't know their future, doesn't understand where they fit in the world, feels hopeless, wants to find purpose in their world. Second person, found who they are, growing every day, finding out who they can become, bettering themselves and bettering their communities. Like, which one of those 2 people would you rather be with?
Yeah, that was Jennifer Jason Leigh. That's who I'm
No, no, no,
talking
no,
about.
no.
The actress.
Just answer that question. The first one who's insecure doesn't know who they are. The second one who's trying to better themselves, better their lives, and better who they can be in the future. Who would you rather be with?
The person who's trying to better themselves, sure.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what trans people are trying to do, man. They're trying to better their lives. They don't, dude. The secret. A lot of trans people like don't necessarily wish they were trans. Do you know what I mean? This is something that they were dealing with, and they've come to understand who they are and understand like this is something I'm going to go through. But they wouldn't have picked that. You know what I mean? They have to accept that, and they have to go forward, and they're trying to find acceptance in the world. And it's like we have to help them. We have to help them be like, dude, you have so much living like going on in your world and in your life. You know that let's help you. Let's help you out whatever we can. They're going through a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think they've been brainwashed. That's all.
But they haven't, dude. They were born in that. Like, okay, John, what if you were born, okay? What if you right now, John, if you woke up tomorrow in a woman's body, what would you do?
Um, I would.
Can you get closer to the mic? It's harder for you. It's hard to hear.
Yeah. Here, hang on a second. Hang on, 1 second.
I don't think he has kids.
No, I don't have kids. No. Wife, no children. You have 4, don't you, Doctor?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you take them to drag shows, don't you?
I've never taken them to drag shows, but my wife and I actually go to drag all the time. That's like a thing that we like to do. We love going to drag. Honestly, I think
You
drag is
really do?
honestly punk, dude. It's punk as hell. People are like,
Okay.
hey, it comes from New York, bro. When they were trying to ban cross dressing, and they were like, well, guess what? I'm gonna wear so much cross dressing clothes that you can't stop me, kind of thing. It's like an fu. Literally, I mean that's what the Stonewall riots are all about. It's genuinely one of the most awesome expressions of the human experience that you can, and it's outside of like the gender norms too. It's not like there's gender bending drag, bro. There's like you don't like there's people that dress up in a beard with a pregnant um stomach on, a pregnant suit with a beard on, you know what I mean? And it's crazy. I mean, and there's different types and styles of drag, just like how there's different styles of music. There's fishy drag, and fish drag's trying to make as much like I'm gonna look as much like the gender that I want to look like as I possibly can. There's clown drag that that wears over the top makeup that like makes it look like kind of like a clown, but it's funny and they're hilarious and they kind of like do comedy at the same time. There's so many types, dude. There's monster drag where they it's like horror, dude. It's like Halloween stuff, and they're enigmas, dude. They're not even human. They're monsters, and it's like you look at them and you're like, oh, what? This is incredible. This is so cool, dude. Like some drag dude just will drop your mouth, drop your jaw, and you're like, this is unbelievably incredible that someone is like pulling this off and that is creating this emotion and this being that's outside of the human experience. It's truly an art, dude. It really is cool.
Do you know? I like Louis Farrakhan. I probably shouldn't. Do you know who that is?
Louis Farrakhan. I've heard of him. I haven't. I don't know.
Yeah, black dude, the leader of Islam, Nation
Okay.
of Islam.
Does he like drag?
Okay.
So you brought him up?
No, look, this is I do a pretty good impression of him. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, but he said right. And I know it's ironic I support Israel. Okay, but here's what he said. I say to you, the elders of Hollywood,
Uh-huh.
you know exactly what you're doing, corrupting the minds of our young people with subversion and homosexuality.
John, again, just real quick, what would you do if you were born, if you woke up tomorrow in a woman's body?
If I woke up in a woman, you mean if
Yeah,
I didn't have a Johnson anymore? Is that what you mean?
nothing. You were just born with a woman's body, dude. You just woke up and
What
you
if
don't
I?
have the Johnson. You got two B's. You're up there. You're nothing down there. You just woke up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, Wow. What would you do?
Well, I would probably, if I was a woman, I would try and find a man.
Okay, you would try to find a man.
Yeah, if I was a
Okay,
woman, sure.
you wouldn't try to
And
to figure out like why you're like feeling
then
like
men,
so different.
but anyway,
You wouldn't try to feel any different. You think that you would are you attracted to men right now?
no,
Okay, so then why, if you were in a woman's body, why do you think that you would be attracted to a man?
because the biological drive of libido
Uh-huh.
is reproduction, right?
Sometimes, not necessarily.
But that's where it comes from, doesn't it?
I mean, dude, it's a bell
What?
curve, right? Like just because like you have on one side, you have like the hyper sexualized people that are going to procreate and have 10 kids. On the other side of that, you have asexuality, which is like I'm not going to procreate at all. And you can't have it's not like an on and off switch, dude. Like humans are very complex. How we live and experience the world is very complex. You're going to have like a huge swath of needs and wants and a frontal brain that's so different, man. You can't just have one drive. That's humans aren't like that. But you were most likely, dude, if you were woke up in a female's body tomorrow, you would most likely like, find females still attractive, and you would think, why am I in this body? I do not feel right in this body. Wouldn't you?
Oh, oh, you mean it's me, but I just don't have a Johnson anymore? Is that what you mean?
It's you. It is you. It is John Stone.
Oh, it's
And you wake
me?
up tomorrow and now you are in someone else's body that you do not feel right in.
A female's body.
Yes.
Well, I guess I would be a lesbian then.
Okay. Exactly. Exactly. So exactly. John, that's incredible. Exactly.
But testosterone and estrogen, this doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. And you're trying to say you would take pharmacological measures, and you would literally, you just admitted you would take hormone replacement therapy, HRT, in order for you to have and match the body that you felt like. That's it, dude. You just had a breakthrough. I don't know if you just realized that, but you literally just put yourself into the mind of someone who is trans, and you said, I would have to be okay with being a lesbian when the society doesn't accept it, and I would want to change my body so that it matches how I feel inside. And that's what people take HRT for, and that's why they're trans. You just said it.
They're more malleable, aren't they?
No, they're not any more malleable than I am. I mean, I don't think so, dude. I mean, when you're trying to change your gender, maybe you're more malleable in that sense, but like John, I think that you genuinely do that. I think that was a really big thing that you just admit. This is why I like talking to you, dude. You really do think about things. You're not just regurgitating things. You're here with me in the conversation, and you're really, you're that was amazing.
Look, man, I just like women,
I
and
know.
I just think women should
Exactly.
be with.
Exactly. And if you broke up in a woman's body, you'd feel the
And it's
exact same
okay.
way. Exactly.
Do you know who Yari Noah Harari is? Do you know who that is?
I don't know who Harari is.
WEF? No?
I don't know who that is.
World Economic Forum.
Okay. Hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? Okay. I don't know who that is. Weird. Well, thanks, dude. Thank you for thank you for that conversation, bro. Thank you. I think that
No,
was a big
we
moment. That was a really awesome thing that you just did, and I really appreciate you letting me walk you through that. And I hope like, yeah, I just hope you think about it, after this. So I appreciate you, man.
All right, Greg. You have a good night, man.
All right, John.
Dr. Greg,
How it going? All good, bro. All good. See you, dude.
Bye now.
Guys, give it up for John. Seriously. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding, guys. That was an incredible moment. Sitting there in that discussion, really thinking about the answers and really thinking about it. You know, he really did think about his questions, the questions I was giving him, really thinking about the answers, and actually empathized with a trans person for the first time, I feel like, and really understood that he too would seek pharmacological methods in order to feel normal. You know what I mean? As anyone should, right? As anyone should and would, and we should support, right? And also, you can't choose who you love, right? For good and bad reasons. You know who I'm talking about. But the idea being that he had to wrestle with, I'm in a different body, but I'm still going to like women. Exactly. Exactly. All right, Bare Necessity, you're amazing. That was awesome, guys. 7:43. 3, 2, 1. Bare Necessity went to action.drgregshow.com to the all new, all improved Mavva Action Center. No, no, no. Yeah. Woo! The crowd goes wild. I can hear you guys. The crowd's going wild. Yes, yes. Rah, rah. The crowd goes wild. Thank you, guys. I see you. I see you, Anonymous Alligator. Anonymous Alligator's in there, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Action.drgregshow.com gets you to the state-by-state emailers. Guys, we did a call today. We did a call today earlier, checking out what was in Missouri. Missouri's being silly right now. We got a bunch of these bills, guys, that are still they're dead, but they want to resurrect them. We gotta let them lie. We gotta make sure that they know it was not okay what they did in proposing this nonsense. And now we will atone. That's what we're doing. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing. Thank you sharing. There was like we got a little pop-up, a little notification that basically we're just sharing less than we can. So it'd be a huge possibility for us to reach new people. And I hate constantly going on the horn and pushing this stuff. That's why I have got all these amazing mods that are helping spread the message, guys. So like what's going on. I hate ads. I hate doing ads. You know what I mean? I don't like them. I don't like billboards. I don't like ads. So I feel bad like disrupting the show. Thank you, Denny B. Thank you. So they overturn our votes and well, AB Faye, check out the Missouri one. They have some raw milk stuff that's insane going through there. Ooh, copy link counts as a share. That's big. That's a big one. Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. You can repeatedly copy it. Oh, Rapture with the tech, dude. With the tech. Wow. That was incredible. That was really cool that John really sat through it there. I think that I mean, I feel like my trans friends are constantly just trying to live their life and trying to understand what's happening and trying to go on that journey. And then I feel like politics just continually drags them into the spotlight when they just want to live. It's like so sad. I feel so, privileged that my people aren't coming for who I am constantly. We have to protect our allies, ladies and gentlemen, marginalized people that are being lampooned and thrown under the bus and it's not okay. It's not okay. Okay. All right. Oh, interesting, Heather. Thank you. Thank you for that too. All right, guys. There you go, guys. MAVA, make America vaccinated again. Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you. You guys are. There was like this other one that Dr. T was doing with today that was like so sick. So I, mean, I can't do it, guys. My jujitsu fingers and my hands, they don't work. Even the three, getting my finger all the way over there, it like hurts. It like hurts. Um, okay, okay. So we went through the love birds. Wanted to talk about the action center. We did that. We did a call, guys. Big news. We are figuring out who we are as we are. Mava is really important to me to live our values as much as we can. So we're going to go with Works Printing for Mava's merch. Mava's merch is going to be union, co-op, worker owned. So this is the same place that AOC uses for all her merch. So I think that that's really important. Mava is a patriotic organization. All right. Right. We are trying to bolster and combat disinformation in the United States. We are trying to get involved, and we are 501c4, so we're going to be getting involved in elections and politics. So I think it's important that we fulfill that and live those values. So we, boom. So that's what we're going to do. Also, we got an artist. Got an artist, guys. So just full notes. This was made by AI. This shirt, my current merch, is made by AI, but for the organization, I want to go with as much human possibility, human artists. I want to support artists. I want to support what they're doing. So we're going to be using. We just contacted and talked with and met with, had an hour-long meeting about MAVA, making a website. So we're gonna, yeah, MB, exactly. Guys, this is our organization, right? This is like for the first time in the internet history, have created something through TikTok, through social media, through live streaming that has never existed before. A 501c4 has never been contrived of, put together, organized, everything, all today. All through the stream, all us right here, and I think I want us to live our values, and because that's what we are. We're about bettering our communities, bettering ourselves, and I think we do that by helping the United States and get vaccinated, and by helping us have long-term sustainable jobs. Right? Made by AI machines make sure it's. Oh no, K2. The Mava logo right now that's in my merch shop is all made by AI. So that's the thing. I asked an AI to generate that thing. So that's why. It was just something that I wanted to, I wanted to get going, and I wanted to put out there. I didn't really think that Mava was going to be a 501c4. It wasn't until that 423 bills that were here. I mean, we had the vaccine tracker way before the 501c4, so this is all coming because of you guys. Like, the 501c4 is because of you. Like, we are literally answering the call to the crowd and what everyone wants. Everyone's so excited. So we're doing it because of the crowd, because of you guys. So are there any states that are significantly closer to passing stuff? Cold Girl, that's a really good question. I want to go through state by state and see which ones are alive and which ones are dead. I mean, we're talking like, I think that probably there must be 400 dead ones and maybe half a dozen that are alive still. because most of them like just didn't pass through the state houses, so they just kind of left them to die in committee. And then the idea is when they come back, they're going to do them, but it's going to be coming back in an election year, so I don't think that they're going to try to get past really contentious, really bad stuff. So that's why we are kind of piling on right now. That's why we're pushing, and that's why we are making sure that it's that they know that there are people holding them accountable, and they can't just sit here in an election year push this nonsense. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah, call me Bob. Exactly. So guys, if you want, guys, we are brand new. Mava is a brand new 501c4. This is a nonprofit organization that the stream, you guys, the community is founding. We are founding it together. So if you want to be a part of it, we are having a call for volunteers right now. Basically, go to the Discord, check the announcements tab or the general chat. I put it in there. We're looking for. We are looking for. I'll get it. We will get it. This is what we're looking for. You go to the form. It's a Google form. Yeah. Discord.drgregshow.com or drgregshow.com, and it has it right there. So basically, we're looking for web design and development. We're looking for e-commerce. We're looking for CRM or CMS. We're looking for copywriters, graphic design, marketing, SEO, photography. If you have any of these skills and you want to, maybe like 5 hours a month, nothing big, just like 5 hours a month would be good. That would be a huge thing for us, and we would love to have you. This would be a resume filler, right? Legitimately, you are one of the founding members of a 501c4, and you would be a huge thing. Oh, awesome, Envy. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it's Mackenzie. You're in. Yeah, guys. So we're meeting every week now. If you can't make the meeting, we have meeting notes. We have it all easily accessible, guys. We're doing it everything. Oh, incredible. Thank you, Call Me Bob. Got to keep everyone nice and filled. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. Cool, sweet. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. You are amazing. Thank you for pushing this stuff. Oh, several Republican reps in Congress are resigning January 26th. I can see that they don't want to. Okay, yeah, everything's good. Everything's good with the pings, everything. Okay. All right, guys, perfect. Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys, we need everything. This is great. Oh, nice. Dude, that's huge, Call Me Bob. That's huge. Congratulations. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Call Me Bob. Cool, guys. All right. All right, guys. Well, I wanted to wrap up our Joe Rogan sucks at graphs video. All right. And I wanted to finish that. And then I wanted to get done with that. And then I was thinking about doing an IPCC report for like the next week. Just like kind of talking about that, going over it, the current state of climate change, how we know what we know, why we know what we know, what we know. So we can kind of better understand. If you never seen an IPCC report, you haven't seen how incredible they are, how dense they are, how many. I mean, we're talking like thousands of authors, guys. This is like one of the preeminent, premier ways that humans and scientists are collaborating. The IPCC is the Intergovernmental Panel for Climate Change, and it meets it has reports every 3 or 4 years. And it has inter-panel meetings too, in order to say what the latest in climate change is. And the idea is that we, as scientists, come together and peer review each other to see how we're doing, if we can understand what the future is, and that kind of thing. So, Mui, muy importante and very interesting. Okay, so Joe Rogan doesn't understand graphs. We're halfway there, guys. We have 10 more minutes. So we'll finish this off and start down, and then tomorrow we can start with our IPCC reports. We can talk about graphs. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be cool, guys. Graphs are cool.
Climate change isn't really anything to worry about.
So basically, he's talking about how Joe Rogan pushed back on Bernie Sanders with nonsense, okay? And in the manosphere, in these right-wing podcast grifter worlds, it was shown as Joe Rogan obliterates Bernie Sanders, when Joe Rogan was obviously wrong. Very, very obviously wrong. So that's what he's talking about right now.
His nuts off.
The issue is that they have talking points that don't know what they're talking about,
God.
and that's why
Get
they
me on
don't
this,
want to
guys.
come on these shows.
And that climate
Get me on
change
them.
isn't
Get me on
really
them.
anything to worry
I dare
about.
you to.
And just before we forget how opposite Joe's interpretation is, here's one last quote from Dr. Emily Judd. I've seen quite a bit of misinformation crop up surrounding our paper, particularly the claim that we humans have nothing to worry about with respect to climate change, since the Earth has been warmer for much of the last half billion years. I cannot stress enough how reductive and problematic this viewpoint is. But why did
Thank
I
you, guys.
single
Thank
out
you.
the Mel Gibson episode? Is it because I wanted to play a bunch of clips of Mel Gibson acting his ass off in the Lethal Weapon movies? Of course not, because I haven't played any.
Do you really want to jump? Do you want to?
Hey, you want to see crazy? I'll tell you. It ain't worth it, man. Go. Reem is right.
Or maybe I just wanted to play a clip from this Diane Sawyer interview.
Give me back my son!
Hello!
You want him? Yes! You want him?
Daddy!
Sorry about that. This Diane Sawyer interview.
And then, as the officer arrested him, a tirade against Jews.
I mean, I said horrible things to him. And he was pretty patient.
If the police officer had
Oh
been
my
black,
God, dude.
what would you have said?
But no, that's not it. This is it.
Oh my
Mel,
gosh.
I am so sorry to be talking to
Dude, he's like, I don't even know what to say, guys. It's like so frustrating. It's so frustrating how like that even 10 years ago that happened, that was so anathema and people were just like, dude, Mel Gibson's gone crazy. But nowadays, that's like not even crazy for an elected Republican politician. Now it's like, like before it was like, oh, crazy Mel Gibson, he's really gone off the deep end, like he's really lost it, like can we all just like, he's really lost it, but now that's like typical Republican stuff. It blows my mind, dude.
you under these circumstances. I'm looking at video.
Yeah, exactly,
of the
Heather.
ruins of what was once your home.
The literal day they were recording this podcast, Mel Gibson's house in Los Angeles burned down in the Palisades fire. Now, I want to be clear, climate change was not the only thing that burned Mel Gibson's house down, but according to disaster experts, climate scientists, the U.S. government, and firefighters, climate change was a significant contributor in what would go on to be one of the most destructive fires in recorded California history.
Remember that? Remember that was the fire that all of the Republicans are like, my California. I love California so much. I can't believe that Gavin Newsom has hurt my beloved California. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I love my California. And you're like, bro, what are you guys couldn't wait to like dunk on California at every stop, and they immediately swapped back. Remember that? They immediately started dunking on California as soon as they could after that. There's no way that they actually feigned that they actually cared about Los Angeles of all places. Los Angeles. Like, give me a break, dude. God.
yes, there have always been fires, and yes, managing our forests and making our homes more fire resistant is a real thing that we should really do, but climate change essentially stacks the deck for fires, allowing them to burn longer and hotter, and in parts of the year when there used to be more consistent rainfall. Firefighters used to be able to use the temperature drop at night to get control of fires, but
now
that
they
is
don't.
increasingly not working, and the thing that has changed is the climate. The best way I've heard it described is with baseball and steroid enthusiast Barry Bonds.
Oh.
In 2001, he hit an insane 73 home runs.
A floater to Bonds, and it is up here.
Now, obviously that record was steroid assisted, but he also hit a ton of home runs before taking steroids. He looked like this when he had hit 400. The man can hit home runs without performance-enhancing drugs. So it's impossible to say whether this particular home run...
And he hits one high. He hits one deep. McCovey called. Out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, he crushed that. Okay, that one is probably the steroids. But it was impossible to tell whether any given home run he hit in the early 2000s was because of the steroids or because of his baseball skills. But when taken in aggregate, obviously something changed between this season, and that thing is probably the steroids. The climate is basically on the juice, and the result is still fires, just with way veinier forearms. So I'm not saying Mel Gibson deserved to have his house burned down for talking shit about the climate crisis. I'm just saying that you don't have to believe in climate change to be affected by it. Now,
Yeah, dude. Like, I think that's a big thing. That's what I don't understand. Like, and that's why I try to get away from like the language of climate change, even saying it like that. I get maybe it's buying into like the hype, or maybe making the right able to change and edit my language, which isn't good. But like, I genuinely, I know people in my life, guys, that like don't believe that humans are causing climate change, but they think windmills are cool. So they were a mechanical engineer and they worked for wind turbines for their lives, but they don't believe that humans are causing climate change. So it's like, does it really matter that they think that humans are causing climate change? Like in the grand scheme of things, they've actually done more to mitigate climate change than most people. So, like, does it matter? Like, no. Can we just get cheaper energy? Is that okay? Can we get more reliable forms of energy? Can we get more sustainable forms of energy that doesn't have to fluctuate? You know, is that okay? Can we just do that? I don't know. It's just wild to me that people make things so ideologically, like, you know, it's just wild to me. Like, it used to be conservative to conserve natural resources. I know. It's conservative to conserve natural resources. I know. It's in the word. It's actually in the word. It's pretty crazy, but it's true. There you go, Envy. Exactly.
Mel Gibson's response to the disaster was to go on Fox News to talk about conspiracy theories about reservoirs and arsonists, and generally everything but climate change.
It just seemed a little convenient that there was no water. The residents in Corral Canyon caught an arsonist up there. Do they want the state empty? I don't know. It's kind of like an acid trip.
But then again, Mel Gibson is very
Why do they bring of all people like in on this guy?
wealthy. He's gonna be fine. Well, not fine maybe, but he's gonna keep being Mel Gibson.
You really are crazy. I'm hungry.
He even knew his house was in danger.
Yeah, bare necessity. They did eventually arrest someone for arson for that fire. Yeah.
While he was talking to Joe Rogan, and this was his response.
I mean, look at the fires in LA, you know.
Wow.
I mean, what's that gonna do? It's gonna give me a new house.
Okay, that's a pretty zen response.
Oh man, that's wild. That's so wild. That's crazy.
months. Some people can just afford to rebuild
That's
their
nice.
house and continue
No.
living life as normal. But with an increasing number of people unable to afford even the basic necessities, the risks climate change poses to the general population are getting worse in a hurry. So I guess if there is a moral to this story, it's that the media landscape has drastically changed, and people are getting more and more of their news from podcasters like Joe Rogan. It doesn't even feel like the news anymore. It feels like you've got a bunch of unbelievably smart, well-connected best friends who are having all the right conversations to help you fill out your vision of the world. And compared to watching f***ing Dan Rather talk about exports, it is a much more fun and convenient way
dude.
to be, gigantic air quotes, informed.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. Podcast.
That's so true, guys. I mean, this is like why, I mean, part of the reason why I'm doing science communication on TikTok is because, like, polls show that, like, a majority of people get their news and stuff through these apps, right? Through social media feeds. It's not like the majority, and this is why in my analysis, by the way, this is why in my analysis of the world and the conspiracy world and what's driving, I don't include Fox News isn't in there. Because a shorter and shorter and diminishing amount of people get their news from Fox News, and we have a larger growing and growing and growing pie. So therefore, like, Fox News isn't going to be what's likely causing that. You know what I mean? Like, we have to encompass and have to have voices in these social media places and in these algorithms in order to fight back. And that's part of the reason why I want to go into these right-wing bubbles and stuff, and I want to infiltrate them, and I want to go on their panels, and I want to go on their podcasts, and I want to go through their manosphere stuff, and I want to bring my jiu-jitsu medals so that they know I'm legit. I'm a real man. Thank you. So that's it. You know, I think that less and less we're gonna have Fox News contributing to a lot of this stuff. You know, the old time cable news is it's a way of the past, man. So yeah, Washington Times, yeah, exactly, is in on there too. And WAPO too. I mean, WAPO was like talking about how, like, Bezos made a point to have more conservative leaning editors and opinion writers and that kind of stuff, just because he wanted more opinions from the Republicans, not necessarily because he agreed with them, which is very odd. That's a very odd take. Yeah, MB, that's fine. I mean, for you guys, like, having a hard line boundary for your sister or your family member to talk conspiracies anymore, like, I think that's okay. You know, I do think that, like, I do think, though, genuinely, one of the ways that we combat people who are falling into conspiracy traps is for loved ones to tell them, hey, this isn't you, dude. Like, Steve, this isn't you, man. Like, I've known you for 40 years, and you've changed. Like, I love you, Steve. Why have you changed so much? And there's someone, Steve, watching right now that's a little freaked out, and I'm watching you, Steve. I'll let you know. Just kidding. But you know what I mean? Like, you can't run away from the people that would listen and you'd have the most impact from. And it's tough, and I, guys, I understand you can't go forever, and you're limited, and you can't, you know what I mean. If it's about your well-being and your safety, then personal well-being, then absolutely, you know, like, I understand that. But I guess I'm just making a plea for them, for you, to try. You know, you owe it to that person in your life that has changed. And you've seen them change toward the dark xenophobia, racism, misogyny. To be like, come back, dude. And I know that you've tried. But we just have to make sure that we're showing compassion. We're trying for them. Because if not you, then who are they going to listen to? You know, it's not going to be some random person on the internet usually. That's the problem, right? But you know, it's tough, man. It's a real tough thing. Yeah, Skull Girls, and that's the thing. A lot of these young guys are falling into that same thing, right? These guys are at a time when they're most vulnerable, out of high school, don't know where they're going. I was super vulnerable at this stage. Vulnerable, and the pathway, I had no idea who I was, where I was going. And, you know, thankfully I didn't get wrapped up into that. I was raiding BWL and on my warrior in World of Warcraft, and putting down big deeps and slaying dragons. You know what I mean? That's not a euphemism. I literally was playing too much World of Warcraft. That wasn't a joke. So, but I think I genuinely think that there is a problem in the video game pipeline too, right? I was Alliance on my main before, and then I played both. I played both a lot, but mostly Alliance. I'm a classic Andy, so I love classic. So I mean, classic. The cities are just better for Alliance. I'm sorry, they just are. I don't know. They just is. Deal with it. It's true. Alliance Warlock, nice, Jenny. We'll allow it. Nice, very nice. I do too, Jenny. I do too. I was an EQ guy. Me too, Robert. I played a bard. I was on. I played on and played raiding on Plane of Powers expansion. I was really big on raiding, and I did the Wrath Council, and I did Quarm, all of those raids. I was with the Leviathan, which is like the second guild on the server to Township Rebellion, who was like the big. Oh, nice. Rogue. Oh, cool. I played on Sulan Zek for a little bit, the free for all PvP server. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty fun. Yeah, Sulan Zek was crazy. That was a. Oh yeah. Very very pre Mrs. Dr. G. Yeah. Anyway, guys, but my point is, we have to have compassion for people that aren't on their roads. It was actually wild. My mom's memorial, so many people came up to me, and like family members, and they were like, Greg, it took you a little bit to get on the right track, but now that you're doing great. And I was like, I wasn't doing that bad, dude. I wasn't doing that bad. I mean, come on, man. But all right. Okay. It's like, I was like, dang, bro. It's so funny. But I mean, I did flunk out of community college. I had a 2.0, GPA. And I was playing way too much World of Warcraft. It was true. I know, isn't it? X-Cult Girls, like a backhanded compliment. I was like, all right, damn, bro, thanks, I guess. I've been playing. I wasn't like into rugs or anything. I was just kind of like playing. God, that's actually the most deranged part of it, actually. I was stone cold sober playing 16 to 20 hours of World of Warcraft a day. so if I was elevated during that time, I can't imagine what my life would be. So I know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway. But now, it's crazy. I've kind of quit MMOs and quit video games, and now I just kind of like do this with my gaming time, and the video game stuff, that like role-playing game thing that I get with the role-playing games, it's kind of like I get that same thing with seeing MAVA get bigger, or like at the meeting today where I was like, oh my gosh, it's actually happening. I was having we were on the dog walk talking to my wife, and I'm just like, dude, this thing is actually happening. Like this thing, thank you. I was like, this MAVA thing is actually gonna happen. Like, this is crazy. And like, just talking to everyone, and I'm like, wow, like this, it felt like a level up day. You know what I mean? It felt like a huge level up day. And I love that. I love that. The feeling of accomplishment outside of video games is harder. The road is harder, but the fulfillment that you get is so much more deep, and it's so much more fulfilling. You know, because I was, the top DPS warrior on the server. I was the top fragger on my Counter-Strike teams. I was, that, and every time I did those video game accomplishments, I felt empty inside, because it's like I kind of expected that to happen. Like, hey, of course I could take on 5 guys at once. Like, of course. What do you mean? I never felt fulfilled in those moments. I just felt like, things are actually finally going the way that they should. Versus outside of video games, working on fulfillment and pushing myself, I kind of know how hard it is. I've seen it. I've pushed myself, and I have like way a deeper sense of fulfillment. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want to play video games as much anymore. I don't want to. And I think that that's the weird thing, is like, I love what I'm doing. Yeah. And I hope, that's what I hope that everyone gets that feeling. I hope that everyone gets that fulfillment, and pushes that. Yeah, I outgrew it. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, I hope everyone feels that in their work, genuinely.
Are not news. They're basically the most entertaining version of a conversation you'd overhear on the streets, or at a random bar, or at the ass end of a fold-out table on Thanksgiving. If some dude on the subway starts popping off about how climate change isn't real, you're probably not absorbing that. But if you listen to 30 hours of someone talking, your brain starts to think, hey, maybe this person is a friend of mine, I like them, and it becomes a lot harder to recognize when they are talking out of their asses.
That's very true. Don't be afraid to strike a balance. You can do both. Yeah, no, Jenny, for sure. For sure. I mean, I got my PhD doing that exact thing. You know what I mean? I'm totally party hard, study hard kind of guy. I definitely think that, yeah, I'm not putting anyone down. And for a lot of people, it's like the video games is like the reward that they can kind of like get their stuff done in order to do it. And hi, Kimchi. And if you can do that, you can strike that balance, and then all right. And I was that in college too, UCSB. I was UC San Diego. So it's mostly surfing and elevation and surfing and coming home and playing like Spider-Man. Oh, nice cat. Cool. UC, University of California. Let's go. As a first timer, it's clear that you love what you do, and it makes it a very safe place. Oh, welcome in. It's Mackenzie. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I just found the stickers. You should make one that says W Dr. G. Okay, thanks, Cultural. Okay, I like that idea. I was thinking about like UC Irvine. Let's go. Guys, that's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I got UCSD for my undergrad, and then UC Riverside for my... I'm very proud to be a University of California student. Public schools all the way. I think it's incredible. Sticker ideas. Okay, let's see it. Sticker ideas. You said W Dr. G. Okay, that's cool. And I was thinking about like someone in someone else's chat had a red flag. So, oh, thank you, Renee. So if someone's been on too long, you're kind of over it, and you can kind of like spam the flag sticker to say, like, okay, we're done with this conversation. Let's go on to the next one. My brother's roommate at UCSD lit his library books on fire and threw them out the window. Yeah, I mean, you don't need those. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what you do. I don't understand. You just need your surfboard and your wetsuit, and that's it. That's you get your whole diploma with those two materials. That's it. And then you take your book money to buy surf wax, and yeah, that's it. Do you want us to do that? What? Burn your books? You don't have to. Yeah, we can talk about getting the stickers and stuff. I don't think that you can do it.
Podcasters.
Oh no, the red flags. Yeah, I'll think about it. Can you guys add stickers? I didn't know that you could, but if you can, that'd be cool. I don't know. Well, we can do it on Discord. Yeah, aeronautical. No, yeah, legit. I mean, yeah, I joke. It was. I mean, I started dating Mrs. Dr. G. We went library dates together because we were both studying for. She was going to nursing school and I was like finishing my undergrad, so we would go into the library dates after surfing and stay late, and then go to the Mexican place and get California burritos, and go home, get lifted, eat those burritos, wake up in the morning, get Bird Rock coffee, go surfing, then study some more the next day. No, actually at the library. No, like actually going to the library. I went to UCSD, dude. That's a biology major, man. I actually did have to study. I was just joking. Yeah, Hazel. Yeah, dude. Live it up while you can, man.
Generally are not fact-checking and reporting, they are trying to fill hours of dead air. And that requires them to speak at length about stuff they don't really know anything about.
True.
Christ is going to come back, AI is coming.
Whoa,
right?
did you come up with that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Right? It seems like it.
That's awesome.
Right? If you think that God is going to return, well, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
That completely makes sense.
And a few of them have gotten so good that they can sound extremely convincing, even though the graph that they're pulling up says the fucking opposite of what they think it says. And to be clear, I'm not trying to cure Joe Rogan!
Yes.
Ayahuasca and beef jerky! That's enough of that. If I could completely alter the path of Joe Rogan's life with a climate comedy YouTube video, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have student loan debt. All I really wanted to do was look at the way climate information got distorted and spread to millions of people on this one single episode. And
That's it. That's all. Guys, Climate Town. If you don't know, Climate Town. Go like the video, guys. Subscribe to their YouTube channel. It is truly an incredible YouTube channel. I love it. He's really good, interesting perspective, guys. Please like and subscribe. And watch his other videos too. They're really good. I'll probably react to some of them just because I feel like he has some really good, interesting insights. Yeah. So just like really interesting, all kind of the same thing, you know, every month trying to come out with something, a new perspective, different perspective on the climate crisis and the environment. Yeah, he's done a really good job. Man, that's crazy. 5 years ago, I remember when this first came out. That's crazy, dude. So anyway, dang, that's really cool. Yeah, hi Buki. All right, guys. All right. Swag shop, volunteer skills, guys. Remember, Discord group, Discord. Check out the volunteer skills for MAVA. Make America Vaccinated Again. Check us out. We're coming. We're coming to a local state senate and a state congressman office near you. They're gonna know us. New discovery on coronal mass ejection off red dwarf that was too big. It removed all atmospheres. Oh, really? Nearby? Wow. Wow, aeronautical. That's crazy. Is it in Science Mag? Oh, I wanted to show you guys. The I wanted to show you guys the Science News TikTok. Oh God. Oh, good trouble. Constantly, yeah, it's true. Science. I wanted to show you guys. It's really interesting. The Science Mag, because you were talking about science communication before, and this is Science Magazine's like its YouTube channel, and it's so interesting to me, dude, because sometimes like even their views are like just as small as mine. They're just so interesting to me how bad they are. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually really weird. This is the premier science organization in the world, and they haven't been able to like make it over 42,000 followers. You know what I mean? Like, it's just weird to me. What's link.bio? What is that? Never seen that before. Weird. I don't. Okay, here's an extra thumb. Let's see what this is like. Mute site. Can you guys hear this? Why can't you hear it? Why can't you hear it? Can you hear it? There's no sound. That's why. Here it is. Interesting. This is really? That's the best that they got? Are you serious? See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. It's so interesting. So interesting to me. Like, because I do feel like Science Mag should have the ability to go viral in like one of these big, like a big way, be kind of like the head of science communication. And they are not. They're not even close to being, well, you know. And I guess this is what I'm trying to highlight here is the problem that even the best researchers in the world and the best money can buy in editing and marketing aren't even being used. They don't even know how to go viral. No, it's not abandoned. They're putting it out constantly.
A new long-lasting flu preventative might be more effective at protecting you from infection than the seasonal flu vaccine. Flu vaccines are usually made up of major strains that were circulating the previous year, so they don't always end up matching what actually spreads. But this new flu preventative, CD388, doesn't rely on an immune response to fight the virus. Instead, it uses small molecules to inhibit neuraminidase, an enzyme that helps the influenza virus detach from infected cells.
Cool.
CD388 is actually a reformulated version of a medicine that's been on the market for years called zanamivir, which has to be taken daily to treat or prevent the flu. Scientists made protection last longer by attaching several copies of the zanamivir molecule to an antibody region that resists being broken down by the human body. CD388 works on a wide range of flu strains because it's targeting a region of neuraminidase that doesn't change much, since doing so would reduce how well the virus can actually spread and replicate. In a study of 5,000 healthy adults, they found that the highest dose provided 76.1% protection from disease compared to a placebo shot. The company plans to start a large-scale trial of the preventative in early 2026 during the Southern Hemisphere's flu season.
Isn't this interesting?
A new long-lasting flu preventative.
I thought that this was like the most like TikTok-friendly thing that they did. I'm glad that I found that. I didn't know that was the one, but that was like the more interesting format. I feel like they're really trying to do something different here with this one. It's really hard, guys. It's really hard. They have 50,000 views on this one, so it's not like a ton.
Wandering salamanders have a high-flying lifestyle.
Watch salamanders skydive. Whoa, look at
Some
that.
fall by spreading their limbs
That's
like a
so
skydiver.
sick.
To study this, researchers put them into a wind tunnel to simulate a fall. Further research is investigating their flight behavior to figure out how wandering salamanders, which have no obvious adaptations for flight, generate lift to help them glide. Wandering salamanders have a high-flying lifestyle.
Dude, that's actually
The study
so
shows
sick.
how they can
Look
descend
at
by
him.
jumping,
Watch
slowing
it
their
come out.
fall
Look
by
at
spreading
it.
their limbs like a
Parachutes down.
skydiver. To study this,
Here it
researchers
goes.
put them into a wind tunnel to simulate a fall.
Dude, can
Further
you
research
imagine
is
being the
investigating their
salamander
flight
right
behavior
now?
to figure
You're
out
just
how wandering salamanders, which have
shrimp.
no obvious adaptations for flight, generate lift to help them glide.
It's fine.
Wandering salamanders have a high-flying lifestyle. A study shows how they can descend by jumping, slowing them.
That's so good. YouTube is hard, but I've heard that they should have more. Dude, guys, for whatever reason, I'm basically cutting highlights here for YouTube. I have no idea why, but like my videos on YouTube have been going like 500, 600 views, and I'll get like 17 on TikTok. I have no idea why. That's like, I got my stream and you guys love me and I love you guys, but like everyone else like on TikTok hates me. I have no idea what's going on. No, Sabine Hassenfelder. No, I haven't heard of that. Not Science Mag isn't a nonprofit. I just checked it out. I don't think that it's a 501c4. I don't think it. Oh yeah, I have seen her. I have seen her. Yeah, she's a physicist. I haven't like subscribed to her YouTube. I know she's super famous. 1.8 million followers, dude. God, it's owned by a nonprofit. Oh, okay. Thank you, K9s. Interesting. It's owned by. Oh yeah, the publisher is a AAAS. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh yeah, doesn't she have like some weird anti-vax stuff? I could have sworn that she like said some stupid things. God, what was it? I thought I could have sworn it was like some weird thing. Conspiracy top portrayals. Okay, anyway, maybe I was wrong. They don't spend any money to promote. Yeah, it's crazy at K9s. I've stopped paying to promote my TikTok stuff, like, and it's definitely different. Definitely different. But it's like all people and the views that you see, they're not returned views, so they just like they show up and then they evaporate as much as you pay. So it's not even worth it. It's like $50 to get like 5 followers. So you're just like why would I pay to? That's so stupid. I'd much rather have like just you guys and have people that like my content just follow me. AK K9s, dude, it's crazy, dude. So you want to show me? Let me show you something. I subscribe to the service called repurpose.io, and it repurposes my content for everywhere else. Look at this. Look at X 0. I just wanted to see. Because everyone says like, oh, you pay for X premium and you can get like game the platform and everything. Look at, I got the check mark. 0. Thank you, Manny. 0 followers. 0 followers on X, and every single one of my videos, like at 21 views. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0. I'm like, bro, like what in the world? Like you guys, you don't have to worry about. I'm gonna cancel my X and everything soon. But the whole point was to try to troll people, like to get them to engage, right? Because I wanted to get people to follow me so I could do like more anti-vax debates on there, like host panels and stuff on Twitter, so that I can talk about it. OJ, if I'm boring, then why are you in here every night, bro? Like that's what I don't understand. Like what does it say about you that you're constantly in this chat if I'm so boring? That makes no sense. Aeronautical, what's up, dude? Nice one, Renee. That was a good one. I like that. Yeah, OJ. Yeah. That's it, bro. Yeah, dude. And more like, OJ, you just burned your bridge on any way to actually be involved with our nonprofit organization, which is a ground roots organization that's actually like trying to look out for one another, or But you keep doing you, dude. And keep doing you. It's okay. I think so, AKK9s. I feel like there's something like that happening. Like, especially X, dude. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way, bro. Like, I have to be in some anti-algorithm. Like, there's no way for it to be anything else. Aeronautical, how's it going, man?
Hey, good evening. How are you?
Good. What's up?
You always know that you're good. Like we get to see that you're good. We don't get to see how we are, but we get. It's like it's a weird Alice in Wonderland looking glass.
That's true. That is true.
So I've had this question, and I've asked seriously important, famous physicists, and they refuse to answer it, and which doesn't make sense to me. But
I'm scared.
And it's not scary. So here's the question. So we talked about it a couple nights ago that there were 4 or 5 different Homo erectus, Homo sapien, Homo at the same time. Probably not Cro-Magnon, but maybe. But we know that we have.
There's about a dozen.
Right, a dozen that we know of, and maybe we're not all one species today either, which I actually think maybe so. But my question is: so okay, we are the arbitrarily most advanced monkey, Homo sapien, Homo erectus, and we make this weird assumption, in my view, that we should be able to figure everything out.
Sure.
And I'm really comforted when we start to get into quantum mechanics and really complicated things that are completely unintuitive, because it would make no sense to me that we were wandering the savannah a couple 100,000 years ago, and suddenly we can figure out this immensely complex thing that we find ourselves swimming in. And my question is, so is there a Homo species that has possibilities beyond us, that had there been another ice age and a small group had to survive that, and those that had better wits about them would, because didn't the brain go from like 1.5 pounds to 3 pounds geologically, like very fast, and add an enormous amount of awareness and so that's the question, sort of. It's like we just walk around making this assumption that we should arbitrarily, we happen to be, it wasn't the ant that was the most, it wasn't the blue whale, it wasn't, it's us. But why does that automatically mean we should have the capacity? Like, we're so amazed at dark matter, but of course there's going to be things that we don't have any access to, since we formed under a star that had pretty much a certain light band that our eyes developed to respond to. So
exactly.
Anyway, nobody will address that.
No, it's so true. I mean, that's why we see between like 400 and 800 nanometers, is because the objects that we need to eat are in that bandwidth. Even on Earth right now, there are organisms that have way more advanced eyesight than we do. Like the mantis shrimp, for example, sees in ultraviolet and infrared. So it's like we have such a narrow banding because the amount of cones that we have in our eyes is so limited. So like in theory, basically speciation events happen because of it's just speciation happens, and then evolution is just the way that the way the genetic codes changes over time within a population. So you can introduce new information there with a speciation event by like breeding that population with another population, which is hybrid vigor. So that happens a lot. So like, for example, there's a hybrid vigor speciation event happening right now with like the grizzly bears that are being pushed north because of human activity, and then the polar bears that are being pushed south because of climate change. And you're actually getting grizzly and polar bear hybrids that are breeding. So basically it would require humans to breed specifically with one another, but it's hard.
You mean selectively.
Yeah, but it's hard though, because like if you close off the gene pool, you create a mutations accumulate within the population. So that's why like incest is bad, for example, because like your manual for how to create a human is just missing page 35, and you just don't have another person that you're breeding with that has page 35. So that's why when you have like immigration, and like there's emigration and immigration. So immigration is into and then emigration's out. So immigration into the body, you get a lot of new pieces of the manual that you can kind of double check, and you can kind of like see how you're doing. And that's also it's a good example for like why like species can interbreed. If you have a species, you can interbreed with another species. It's not like the sophomoric definition of species is one that can't interbreed with anyone else, and that's not usually the case. So my point is, like, could it happen? Like, sure. Like, for example, a good example, modern example is dogs. So like dogs, the vast majority, like 200 breeds have all been created in the last 100 years, and it's just because of like the growth factor, the canine growth factor, and like some other ones. And that's it. When you select for specific mutations and then push that, you can get a lot of elasticity. You can get a lot of different things out of that. So if humans wanted to make like a generational project, then definitely you could get some. But it's more likely at this point that we have kind of like a biotechnology evolution, I feel like, where we kind of like cause some like maladies and stuff, like some quality of life changes, where like we like breed out certain like diseases like PKU or something like that, where it's like that mutation just doesn't happen anymore because we change them whenever they do happen. So
it's
that's
just
what probably
fascinating that we got to this place without any deliberate, figuring out how to make a smarter primate, and yet my mind always goes to what would that next primate, Homo advances, or whatever you want to call it, would be, and what would they have access to that we don't? And when we say, we really don't know what happened before the Big Bang or before that trillionth of a second after the big, like, of course we don't know, but it just seems like we never consider our own limitations in science. Like nobody ever invokes this idea that we're just a snapshot in time. We happen to be at this place with this equipment that we're utilizing incredibly well in some ways. Like, what we're capable of is just astounding. And to your point, the visible light is literally like, if you look at the Brooklyn Bridge, visible light is 1 foot wide. So the Brooklyn Bridge is all the electromagnetic activity that's coming our way.
Wow.
And what we see is 1 foot of that bridge.
Yeah. I think that'd be such a cool thing, dude. Like just to have like a breeding project of humans be like, I think it's like 17 different cones or something that the mantis shrimp has, and we have 3. So like you could just basically put mantis shrimp cones into the eyes of humans to see like if they could see, alternative wavelengths kind of thing. I think, that I don't know,
They just did that really weird experiment with 6 people with this color that they're calling it a new color, green. I don't know if you've read about this.
Oh,
Where they were
really?
able to
No.
isolate in an individual's eye just the green. Like you look at a whole wave of how your eye sees different colors, and they were able to isolate this one really complicated process. And these people reported seeing a color that was so astounding to them that nobody else has ever seen before, and trying to describe it was impossible. And I found it interesting because I have red-green color blindness. So
wow, here it is, guys.
Fascinating.
New color just dropped. New color. Get with it.
Never seen by humans before.
The teal represents the closest color to the newly described Olo, but scientists say that the true hue can't be seen without their experimental laser setup. Dang, you got to get that Olo.
And the 6 candidates who saw this color as the representation said that it is so far from what they saw that it's not in any way useful as a representation.
Huh.
Whatever they were able to see was so far beyond.
It's jaw-dropping, incredibly saturated. We predicted from the beginning that it would look like an unprecedented color signal, but we didn't know what the brain would do with it. So this is the novel color via stimulation of individual photoreceptors at population scale. Whoa, that's cool. Dang, dude.
Isn't that amazing?
That is very
For me,
cool.
it struck me as one of the most interesting things that we have done in a while, or I've been, aware of.
Interesting. So they're like through neural like a neural imaging and a laser microscope, like putting something into the brain that is completely separate?
No, they don't do that. It shines into your eye. But what they do is your retina is like your thumbprint. It's completely unique to every individual, and so they have to map where your cones are that are the certain kinds of receptors, and then you'll see in that paper a graph that shows, when you see red, this is how you see it. When you see blue, this is how you see it. And there's a central area that if you could eliminate everything but that one central area, so they map an individual's retina, and then they're actually shining lasers onto each individual solitary cone.
That's wild. That's really cool.
And
Dude,
just
that's
as a footnote, so we've always known that red dwarfs are really active stars, and they have lots of coronal mass ejections. And what we're finding out is that, and there's 75% of the stars in the Milky Way galaxy are red dwarfs, and we're just finding out that they are probably. We were so excited about them because they have terrestrial planets, often in the habitable zone, which is really close to that star because they're very cool compared to the sun. But they also have these huge coronal ejections, and unfortunately, it seems pretty clear that life is probably not possible on any of those planets orbiting a red dwarf. So it just keeps reducing the possibility of intelligent life finding its way. That's what that whole report's been about.
Interesting. It's so the hunt for like quote unquote intelligent life is always so interesting to me because it's like I always wonder like if we found like bacteria or something, like the equivalent of bacteria, would we consider that intelligent on another planet? And I think that I just have a hard time considering that we wouldn't. It kind of goes exactly what you're talking about, and the fact that like everything that exists today is as evolved and as advanced as anything else, and like bacteria is incredibly advanced at like chemical sensing and living as a
it's mind-boggling. I saw a documentary on DNA and the history of how the double helix was figured out, and it was originally thought to be. It's just mind-boggling what goes on, and again, it comforts me that we don't understand it completely, because otherwise, like, how would that be possible? We were hanging out just trying to reproduce and find food 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So
No, it's crazy, dude. It's seriously like, what is it, 100,000 years ago? Like we were just coming out. Like we didn't even have agriculture yet. It's wild.
We are living in the most exciting moment in history. We stepped off the planet 60 years ago. Like it's 4.5 billion years it took to step off the planet in many people's lifetimes that are alive today. Like, it's how did it take this long? And it really is all happening this quickly.
Yeah, exactly. It is wild. It really is interesting. I think it's definitely an inflection point in history for absolutely. And
there's a lot of astrophysicists who think the reason we don't see intelligent, when they say intelligent, they mean technologically. Civilizations have technology, and
I think so too, like engineering.
Right, it's mechanical engineering, as a matter of fact. Anyway, but many astrophysicists think that when you get technology, you start an egg timer, and it's not long before you destroy your own civilization, because it's the knowledge goes faster in terms of the advancement than the responsibility and consequences. And their proof is that it took us 12 years to split the atom and drop a bomb on major cities of our own species.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it took.
Like not even a bar mitzvah. It was just 12
Yeah,
years.
that's wild, man. That is
Anyway, I don't mean
crazy.
to take your time. I know you're trying to get out of here.
Oh, good. All good, brother.
Really, really enjoy your show.
Thank you,
I'm
man.
talking to you like you're, Jimmy Kimmel.
There you go, man. Thank you. I appreciate Aaron Knuckle. Thank you for being in the community, man. I appreciate you.
Have a good night.
Have a good one. Peace. All right, guys. Well, we're going to do the thing that we do now to wrap up the show. Community GeoGuessr. You heard it here right. We got the GeoGuessr full party, guys. We're doing a GeoGuessr party. What you want to do, we can have up to 100 people in here, guys. Get in here. This is the code GeoGuessr Party 27073. I mean, sorry, OCL. 270CL to join the party. Join. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I know, guys. Thank you, F-On. Appreciate you, bro. Pin it. Okay. Boom. Pin. So 27 OCL. Join up. Where do we join? Okay, so you can, let's see, invite. Here you go. One second. Boom. There you go, guys. You can go to geoguessr.com/join, or you can scan that QR code and it automatically brings you in. And then you use 27 OCL. Oh, you're on your phone. Yeah, I think that you go to GeoGuessr. Here, you can use go to the Discord and in general, the link for the general. We got 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah. geoguessr.com/join. And then the good night, Rapture. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you, X-Cult Girl. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Yes, Landback. Happy Thanksgiving as well. I agree with you. Hell yeah. Nice, dude. I love the people joining the Discord, getting a part of MAVA. How awesome is that? Oh, F-On. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. I appreciate you subscribing. GeoGuessr and then just hang out. GeoGuessr and chill. Once we're in there, then we just hang out for a little bit. Oh, 270CL. 27 OCL. $27 OCL. Join with the code button. It's an O. Oh, not a 0. O. I think so. Is that, what do you think? Let's see. Is it? What is it? No, it is a 0. Is it? The 0 work for you? It is an O though. Really? Are you sure? Are you in the right one? Oh, Renee's in there. Yep. It's an O. It's an O. It's the letter O. It's the letter. Yeah. It looks like the letter. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's the letter. Oh. I didn't have my glasses on. It's okay. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right, Heather. All right, guys. One more minute. Anyone else coming in? Anyone else coming in? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there you go, Renee. All right, guys. Here we go. What are we doing? We are playing GeoGuessr Party. We're going to try to beat me. No listening, okay? If you're playing the game, got to mute the stream, okay? So I can talk to my peeps, all right? Okay, all right, Renee, it's gonna be 7 minutes. So it's gonna be 7 minutes, guys. Okay, ready? All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. All right, guys. We're gonna win this. All right, round 1. We're gonna win this. Oh my, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Insides are always the worst, dude. Okay. We are brothers. So we got D-Bros. We got. You've got to be kidding me, dude. Is this? Give me a break. Okay. I got out. Okay. Museum of Independence. What is that? Southeast Asia, I'm thinking, especially by the bikes. Southeast Asia. A lot of motorcycles underneath a bridge. Where in the world did the museum go? Oh. I'm gonna go back. There might be something on here. Um, 30 seconds. Shoot. I have no idea. Thailand. I'm thinking Thailand. Trying to see if there is like any type of KSRM. Okay. All right. I have no idea, guys. I have literally no idea. It has to be. I'm gonna say Thailand, Vietnam, Myanmar, Laos. Okay. Ooh, Japan's not bad. All right. Okay. All right. That was a bad round, guys. Yeah, I won with 1900. Oh man. Okay, here we go. Next round. 3, 2, 1. Renee got 0. Renee, you gotta go. Oh, you have to pin. You have to pin at the bottom right. Ooh, Holmes, Northern Territory Government. You have to go to the map and then you just pin. You just click on the pin. Okay. North, is this? I'm feeling like North Australia. Okay, they're on the left-hand side of the road. I think that is an Aussie thing. This looks very Australian. So like Northern Territory, Northern beware, yeah, English. Recycling facility. Darwin, city of Darwin. Okay, Darwin is in Australia. We got it. Darwin is... Oh, man. Where are you? 30 seconds. No way, dude. No way I'm going to find the... Oh, here it is. Darwin. No, it's like somewhere in here. Dang, I don't think this is right. Oh, dang. It was a lot farther than I was expecting. Oh, shoot. I got right on. Oh, man. That was close. That was a close one. Okay, well, all right, here we go. In 3, dang, Mackenzie's doing really good too. All right, in 3, 2. Well, where was the first one? It was in Southeast Asia. I saw that the city of Darwin. I saw that it was like the thing, and then I did it. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Oskin. Can't. Always looking for a website when I can. That's what I've memorized. Like best chance at getting one of those. AT Argentina. No, AT Austria. AT, that looks Austrian. Okay. Austria. Gonna go mainland Austria. Vienna. Okay. All right, so let's check out the major crossroads. See if we can find one. Oh my gosh, completely changed. Okay, railroads down the center. Okay, let's just try to go to Vienna with railroads down the center. Oh man, there's a lot. So it could be here, like one of these. Could be anywhere in Vienna. I don't know. Specifically, I don't know. It has like a kink here. I don't know. That's a tough one. Oh, nice. I got lucky with Vienna. Okay, so it was on the north side of the city. Okay, I was on the right roll. I was on the right line. I just didn't. It was all the way up the top. Yeah, I got lucky. We're doing a GeoGuessr party game, Rebe, and then we're calling it. Round 4. Fight. There you go. Renee figured it out. Had a pin. Nice. Okay. Looking for... what is this language? I have no idea. What is this language, guys? I have no idea. What? Oh my gosh, you gotta take the ferry over. Okay. Can't do that. Okay, can't take the ferry. All right, so we are going the other way. All right. Oh wait, I can't. Oh, there it is. 30, 40 seconds. I have no idea, guys. I'm gonna get a 0 here. There's no way. Eastern Europe with where's the... I have no idea what language that is. That has to be some European country. Eastern Europe. There's no way that's UK. It's not Celtic, right? So it has to be Czech, some Czech country. So Prague, maybe. Wait, there's a lot of waterways. Germany. It didn't look German. Could be. Oh, nice, dude. Someone got it. A bunch of people got it. Very nice. Yeah, it's Hungary. Nice, guys. Very nice. Nice find. Dang, dude, great. Mackenzie's killing it. Good job. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Good job, Mackenzie. All right, next one. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, I gotta win this. Oh my god. All right. Okay. Oh, here we go. Mujeres. Vivan. Okay, so it's Espanol for sure. Sapientia. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people. Okay, is there a website here? It's too far. There's a concert thing, but it's too far. I can't see it. Punto Clave? Is that an advertisement? It looks like I have no idea, dude. I'm done. I'm done. I don't have anything. Maybe maybe on this one there's a I have no idea. I'm guessing. Completely guessing. Some South American country. Bogota. That it looks a little bit more arid. I want to say it's like Lima or something. Doesn't look equatorial. Oh, no way. Oh man, I just barely beat Mackenzie. Mackenzie thought it was no, where'd Mackenzie go? Oh my gosh. I won because I changed it from Colombia to oh no, where'd Mackenzie go? Oh, you thought it was Spain. That's a tough one. Oh, Mackenzie, that was a tough one. That was a fun, dude. That's a fun game, guys. I love it, dude. Renee, you're doing great. You came back and you got awesome. Bear 4. Well, we were having fun, guys. Well, we were playing games. 747. Guys, give it up for Bear. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was South America versus Spain. I have no idea. Good night, Bear. Thank you so much for everything. You're awesome. Amy, we're good. Yeah, we caught up on the climate change stuff. We're gonna be covering some IPCC reports, guys. I want to talk about the current state of knowledge, how we understand about climate change, what we know, why we know it. Nice to meet you, Mackenzie. Welcome in. Thank you, Bill. Thank you for the hat. Yeah. Yeah, Mackenzie's good. Dude, was it JP last night? Or that was incredible. That was incredible. That was very fun. All right, guys. Well, let's do the shout outs before everyone goes. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's been been an awesome stream. Hanging out with guys. Bill, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the top gifter. I'm a Bill. Mackenzie, Kathleen, Renee, Manny, Enby, Island. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to the top likers. Island Time, It's Mackenzie, Enby, Share, User, Kathleen, Bare Necessity. Thank you guys to the add emails. How much emails? Thank you guys. Thank you, Russell Bowden. Russell Bowden from YouTube. Thank you guys so much. 4 more? I just did Bare Necessities 4, Deanne. So is it another one? So thank you guys so much, Patreons. Russell, Mrs. Dr. G, Ado, Call Me Ness, Rapture, and Enby Human. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Please fill out the survey. Join the Discord. Oh, Discord. Nice, Deanne. 4 from you. Nice, dude. 751. Dude, thank you, Deanne. You're awesome. Let's all celebrate Deanne, guys, in 3, 2, 1. Nice. Thank you, Deanne. Thank you for doing that, brother. Appreciate you. All right, guys. That was a fun one. We did it. Peace. Well, guys, this has been very fun. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. As always, thank you for being here. We're doing awesome things. Guys, get involved with MAVA, okay? Like, I know I'm partial, but this is a cool opportunity for you, right? To be on the ground floor of a nonprofit organization. The founding of a nonprofit organization that you love, that you're involved with, that you can make it your own, get involved, please. Discord.drgregshow.com. Sign up, do the volunteer stuff. Salamander voice. Salamander, okay. Do the Discord. Discord.drgregshow.com or drgregshow.com gets you all my links and everything there. And then, guys, fill out the survey in the announcements tab. We want you. We need you. It would be amazing. It would be amazing to have you there. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I clipped that one. I'll do that one for sure. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you. The hearts, all the hearts, the cool ways that the kids do the hearts. You know what I mean? Whatever they do. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Peace. Tomorrow. Maybe. Actually, yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I think so, maybe. Maybe we'll do a little inebriated one. Well, figure it out. All right, see ya. Peace. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you for everything that you do. Thank you. Peace.